Welcome to Out of the Office. I'm your host, Em Portner, and we're bringing you ideas for your next Out of the Office adventure. It's October, which means two things, leaves and candy. And on this month's episode, we're tackling the candy side of things with Spooktacular, hosted by Parks and Rec, and Trunk or Treat, hosted by Public Safety. Welcome, Alex. Welcome, Caleb. Alex, now you're a regular on the show, so hopefully people know who you are. But Caleb, you've never been on before. Do you want to tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do?
Yeah, I'm Officer Forehand with the Roanoke County Police Department. I'm the crime prevention coordinator, but in effect, that really is the community outreach coordinator. And so I'm a great person to talk to if you ever want community outreach.
Yeah, and you do coordinate a lot of the events. You know, we had, I guess this will come out after Kippies with a Cop, and then you recently did Coffee with a Cop. You coordinate all those, and you're coordinating Trunk or Treat. So fun. Mm-hmm. But before we get into the upcoming events, we recently had the Bend Mountain Festival, Alex. So how did that go?
Yeah, it was great. We had to reschedule due to some weather in late September, so we rescheduled for October 11th. The weather was great. The leaves are changing up there a little bit more than they are in the valley, so it was a great day. We had some great feedback. Over 1,000 folks attended the event, and we're looking forward to it again next year.
Yeah, that'll be great. And we're recording this before Go Fest, but that is this weekend, and I'm sure it's going to turn out great out at Explore Park. It's always a fun event. But Spooktacular is coming up September 25th. Tell us about that event.
Yeah, so that's actually October 25th.
That's
so
killing it. I know what month it is.
It's all good. It's all good. We got a lot going on. So Spooktacular Saturday, this is our fourth year. That's hard to believe. So we started in 2022. It was really a way to blend our Adventure Saturday series with Halloween and Spooktacular season at the end of October. So that'll be coming up on October 25th. From 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. We'll have a wide array of activities throughout the day.
Yeah, so what kind of activities are going on out there?
So some new ones. We have our pumpkin carving stations that are returning, but our partners with Renewal by Anderson are joining this year. They're supplying the pumpkins and the carving kits, so thank you to them. But folks will have to register in advance every hour on the 15th. So 12:15, 1:15, 2:15, 3:15, and 4:15 we'll have 20 slots for families and kids to come and carve a pumpkin and take it home with them. So that'll be great since it is before Halloween. You'll have everything there for you. So just register in advance online. And then we also have spooky mini golf. So for the dedicated fans of Roanoke County events, we used to have Haunted Woods mini golf a few years ago, I think 2018 and 19 out at Explore Park. We've resurrected some of those mini golf holes, and we're going to turn them into a new version of some spooky mini golf. So we'll have 6 holes over in the Visitor Center courtyard, and that'll be a new activity. And then we'll also have a costume parade at 2 p.m. So if you already have your Halloween costume picked out, come on out around 2 o'clock at the Visitor Center courtyard, and we'll do kind of a costume parade there. So those are all the new events that we have for that series this year.
Yeah, that'll be cute, a little costume parade, and it's good you're adding more events because I know this has been going on for a few years, so you're always looking to add more things, evolve it, give the people what they want.
Yeah, and it's great because that's also the final weekend of Treetop Quest, so we'll be having savings for the Day Zip, which takes place from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with time slots, and then the Night Zip, of course, returns that weekend as well. So we have slots available for those, so you can go to explorepark.org/treetop and visit, go online and purchase those tickets in advance to save some money on the front end.
You're not going to have anyone hiding in the woods jump out at people on the Night Zips, are you?
No, but it is lit up along the path, but then all you really have is a headlamp, and then the course is yours out in the dark. So it's a very different experience.
It's scary on its own, yeah.
Yeah, to some, but it's a really great experience. Some folks actually prefer it at night than during the day because they can't see how high up off the ground they are. So, to each their own.
Yeah. Caleb, have you ever done Treetop Quest out at Explore Park?
No, I have not.
We got to get you out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Especially this time of the year because with all the leaves changing and all the foliage, it's a really great time to be out there. And with the weather cooling down, it's great as well.
I think you need to convince some officers to do a team building activity out there. See how well they do screaming down the trees.
Yeah, that might be a hard sell, but I could try.
Yeah. Well, and it's also great because not only do we have treetop, we also have marshmallow roasting, which is always a hit. We'll have Halloween crafts and activity stations inside the visitor center. And then Roanoke County Public Library, they'll be there with the bookmobile and some other Halloween activities. And then one of the highlights that we've had the last few years, we'll have the Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center there with some nocturnal animals.
Aw, that'll be cute.
So it's always a great time. It's always a great time.
Yeah, bring in the real spooky things, the things that come out at night.
Yeah.
Things that go bump in the night.
Yeah, that you may actually see out at the park.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
Good
neat.
tie-in.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that is, give me the date again because I said it wrong the first
you're
time,
good.
so I'm not
It's
trusted.
Saturday, October 25th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m.
And if they want more information, because we know you have every single website for the park stored in your head, what's the website like?
That is a bit. RoanokeCountyParks.com/673, or if you go to RoanokeCountyParks.com and just go to the main page, you'll see Spooktacular Saturday on the main screen.
You can get all the information there.
Perfect.
Yeah. And the fun doesn't stop there because on Halloween, our public safety departments are doing trunk or treat. Caleb, give us the deets for that.
Yeah. So it's started out kind of organized by public safety, but we've kind of added more local government, especially people who don't usually get to do outreach. Like, it's not quite as flashy as Parks and Rec. That is their full thing. And so it's more of like, it's a low-key way to like get to engage with your local government. Like, we got Roanoke County Planning out there. You know, it's just kind of cool because we serve the people, whether it be public safety a little more forward-facing or like even Roanoke County Planning. And might be in the background, but it's cool for community to get to actually like see us and be like, oh, like, you're a real person and like you're actually invested in this. It's cool to know that your local government's like actually cares. And it's also cool on the other side of things. Oftentimes, like, some of us get to do things for the public that might not always be appreciated in the moment or seen. And so we can like give back like in many different ways. And so that's cool. And so it's going to be October 31st, the Halloween night. And it's a cool little alternative to now with more traffic on the roadways. It's not always the best to trunk or treat in every single neighborhood or the trick or treat in every neighborhood. So they can come to Northside Middle School parking lot and hang out with us, get some free candy, and just like a safe place to hang out and celebrate.
Yeah, and it's the third year you're doing it, right?
Yes, third year.
Yeah, one thing I've liked about it is you've flip-flopped what side of the county you've done it on. So last year you were on the south side of the county serving those residents, and this year you're bringing it back up to the north side of the county. So it's good to, it's a big county, it's really spread out, so it's good to be able to, you know, move around some so you're not just serving the same people every year.
Yeah, and that's what we're like because it's kind of only more recently that the police department has gotten more involved in like bigger like outreach events, and so we're like, as we're filling that out and also incorporating all these other local government agencies and stuff, that like we're trying to figure out like how to best like celebrate with all of Roanoke County, because sometimes 30 minutes is more of a drive than people want to make, and so we're still filling that out because we got the Green Hill Park with our Easter extravaganza, and we did Cuts with Cops down South County. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to get everybody involved.
Yeah. And you mentioned a couple of the partners that'll be there. So who all is participating from the serving side for Trunk or Treat?
Oh, I hope I can remember.
Yeah,
so,
don't offend anyone by forgetting someone.
No, I wish I had the flyer with me. There's Roanoke County Planning, as I mentioned, Roanoke County Public Libraries. There's another Roanoke County like department that operates in the background.
Development Services.
I wanted to say that, but I
This
wasn't
is a quiz. Yeah, this is fun.
The Emergency Communications, Police, Sheriff's Office, Fire and Rescue, Western Virginia Regional Jail, Walmart, iHeartRadio, and I think that's it.
Someone's going to be really mad at you
and
later.
DMV is also popping on out there.
There's a lot of candy, so I think you're pretty set regardless.
Yeah.
It should be like, hopefully we'll have plenty of candy for everyone. So it's while supplies last. So hopefully, like, starting at 5 p.m. is the best time to get there. Even we'll be there till 7. So if people just want to hang out with us, hopefully we'll have candy till the end. But if not, we'll still be there. So.
Yeah, still be there serving. And I know a lot of the agencies bring vehicles. Last year, I think it was the regional jail, they brought one of their transport vehicles and had the back open and were like letting people get in. And it was funny to watch some people like very adamantly not want to get in the vehicle. It's like, they're not going to take you away, probably.
Yeah, probably. But, I mean, especially if depending upon what your costume is, it's perfect for some people,
Yeah.
Perfect photo opportunity.
Yeah. So what's the response been for the past few years from the partner and the community for this event?
Yeah, it's been great. Like, especially the people who partner with us are very thankful because it's just really nice to just get to have a lighthearted time with the community. And then the community themselves, like, we started North County at the public safety center, and it was not big enough. There was not enough parking. And so then last year we went to South County Library, and that was very comfortable and plenty of room, and we're trying out Northside. So the communities definitely appreciate it because they appreciate not having to walk in the middle of the roadway going across everywhere, because obviously to get both sides of the street you have to cross the street, which is not preferable at nighttime. So
It's at a great time, a little bit earlier in the evening, because I know for like me and my family, we'll probably start around 6-ish. So for folks in that area, it'd be great to get it started early and then maybe go home and hit their neighborhood and get more candy. So that's going to be great.
Yeah, so for people who still do the trick-or-treating traditionally, as a public safety officer, I feel like you might have some good tips for if you're out in the neighborhoods doing trick-or-treating. So what should families be aware of if they're going the traditional method?
Yeah, like I said, we oftentimes have to cross the street. And so doing that at intersections is great because people expect to see other vehicles or people crossing there, especially if there's a crosswalk. That's great. Try to stay on one side of the road as long as you possibly can. It's going to be low light hours oftentimes when people are going, so have something reflective on you. As a pedestrian, you have to be aware because obviously you're not going to win the fight with a car. And so even if you have the right of way, remember that they might not see you. And so helping yourself see is like sometimes masks are nice, but at least one person in your group should not have a mask so they can see both ways clearly. And you should always accompany young children. Even older children should at least go in partners because it's just easy to get lost. And also, if you're going to be approaching houses that you don't already know, it's nice to have at least one person with you. Have a curfew, have times to check in with your little ones. So like you can, whether it be a rally point where, hey, every 30 minutes come back home, or call and text me, whatever it might be. And if you're going out to celebrate somewhere like a party, whether you're an adult or whatever, establish your ride beforehand, obviously, and make sure people know where you're going. Because you might go out and you might drink a little bit more than you intended to, and finding those Uber might be a little bit difficult. But if someone knows where you are and when you should be home, at least you can have someone who loves and cares for you come out looking for you, so you won't be stranded. And then as a driver, obviously, it would be a life-changing event if you ran into somebody, so you want to be very, very cautious. And it's a night where we know we're going to have a lot of pedestrians, so if you don't have to drive, probably shouldn't. If you have younger drivers, probably shouldn't have them driving. It's a little more stress than they need, a little more pressure than they need. And so just remembering for drivers that neighborhoods are going to be more busy, so even if you have a favorite cut through that's a neighborhood, maybe not take that cut through. So just kind of, whether you're a pedestrian or a driver or going out partying and going to take an Uber there and from, there's things you can do to protect yourself. And so consider what to do.
Yeah, that's all really good advice. And especially like the driving aspect, this upcoming weekend, keep that in mind too, because I know downtown Roanoke likes to do all of their Halloween celebrations the weekend before Halloween. So I know a lot of places downtown have stuff going on the 24th and 25th. So just keep that in mind this weekend too.
Yeah.
But back to the trunk or treat, what's your favorite part of that event?
Just the little kids waddling around. I especially like the littlest of them because it's like everything is just like new and exciting. And so like, especially some of these little ones, it's their first interaction with a police officer. And so it's like, it's cool to see the badge and stuff. And then I especially like seeing like our underserved community, their families might have regular interactions with us. It's just really great to be like, hey, like not every interaction has to be a negative interaction. And like, even if we've had negative interactions with people, like let's have at least one positive interaction. Like we are very happy to, no matter whether we've seen you once, 1,000 times or whatever, or none. We love to have positive interactions with all of our community. So it's just really great that it's a night where a lot of positive reactions with people who've never had any or had more than they like. It's a good night.
That is good. And so we've kind of talked about a lot of the Halloween-y things to do, but Alex, in Parks and Rec, I'm sure there's a lot of non-Halloween things going on in the next month or so. So if you're for whatever reason you hate candy and you hate fun and you don't want to do Halloween stuff, what else could we do with Parks and Rec?
Yes, so the day after, on November 1st, we have our Brambleton Center Craft Show. So that's a very popular event. It is the 32nd year of that event this year, which is really great. And so we'll have roughly 20 local artisans and vendors there selling their wares. We'll have crochet items, hand-painted ceramics, jewelry, wreaths, holiday decor. Get an early jump start on some of that Christmas shopping. It's always a great time at Brambleton Center on November 1st from 8 to 2. And then I know we normally touch on some Rec Life stuff, so our winter Rec Life brochure drops on Monday, November 10th, which is just around the corner. Yeah. Already planning for winter and programs from mid-November, early December, all the way through February.
I'm still trying to enjoy fall, thank you.
Yeah. You said within the next month, so it fits. And then, of course, we have Illuminights, which is, we're always thinking about Illuminights all year round, it seems like, with Parks and Rec and Explore Park. And so tickets for that event go on sale also on November 1st. So folks can go to RoanokeCountyParks.com/Illuminights to learn more and purchase tickets in advance online for I believe this is our 7th year. Yes, year 7. So 2019 to 2025. And, we're looking forward to having another great year out of the park.
Yeah, Explore Park is definitely that neighbor that puts out their Christmas decorations way too soon because y'all start in September, which is...
Oh, wow.
I understand you need to do that because it's a lot of decorations, but man, that's early.
Yeah, Christmas starts early at Explore Park. That's how I like to say it. And for the patrons who have been out there already for some of our fall events, yes, we do set up early for Christmas. So it's great because then after a Spooktacular Saturday and some of our Halloween events, you'll start seeing some of those decorations actually out more in the open areas. So if you're cutting through on your way home through Explore Park or just going up there for some hiking or to go to the playground or whatever brings you out to the park, you will see some Christmas decorations.
Yeah, that'll be great to think about in a month or two.
Yeah, exactly.
Still fall. But before we say our goodbyes, I have one more very important question. What are y'all going to be for Halloween?
Well, my son, he's going as Thomas the Tank Engine, so I assume I will dress up as some sort of a conductor or a train-related father going through the neighborhood, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah, built-in daddy-son costume.
Yeah. I was actually Thomas when I was a little kid, so it's pretty cool to see. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see that now that he'll be 3 by then, which is hard to believe. And so the last few years, he's been a little skittish of it. Last year, he was Batman and ran through the front yard and golfed the whole time and handed out candy. So we'll see how he does this year.
Good. Caleb, you have a plan yet? Are you going to dress like a police officer?
Yeah, I'm just going to be myself for Halloween, which that's kind of like what I always do. I'm just like, whatever I'm wearing,
I think you need to put on like a fake mustache so you could be an undercover police officer.
An undercover
Yeah.
I could consider that because I cannot actually grow a mustache,
Yeah.
so it would have to be fake.
Yeah, get those like the little glasses with the fake nose and the mustache, and you'll just pull up to trunk or treat, and Chief Poindexter will be like, "What are you doing?
What is going on?"
Yeah, well, thank you both for coming on the podcast. I can't wait for all of the Halloween fun.
Thanks for having me, as always.
Yep, thanks for inviting me.
If you like this episode, be sure to share it, and happy Halloween!